All right. Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, and we are here for our orientation. This is orientation. We have about 15 to 20 students that are coming on with us this week, and they've taken their test, their basic knowledge quiz, and they've all passed. Congratulations to everyone that passed their test. And we are here for orientation. All right. We're going to go ahead and start sharing our screen so that you all can see what I see. Okay. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Now, you all should be able to see exactly what I see. See my screen just like you all see in yours. All right. So like I said, today is orientation. We have orientation every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all students who have completed their testing of the basic knowledge quiz, which is a requirement to join our platform. For all students who have completed their basic knowledge quiz about 3 o'clock p.m. the Friday before. So here we are today. And as always, we start our training off with access to our back office site, which is at RBBStransport.com. And here we go. We are in our back office site, and this is our back office site. Got some people that just joined us. Okay, hello, hello, hello. But this is our back office site. And this is, now, if you notice, our back office site has been redesigned. Some of you, well, you all are new, so this is probably the only site that you've seen. But some people who've been with us for a while, they notice that we do have a new site. Our site has been redesigned because our site now reflects our commitment to you all, because we are no longer promoting and branding RBBS. Our platform is designed for us to brand your business and brand your services. So that's what our site reflects. As you can see, our site is very simple. It's very straightforward. When you come into our site, you have the who are we. You click on here, and it takes you into our main site area. Once you're into our main site area, you'll see where it tells you a little bit about us and how we do business, and because we are a national network of dispatchers. That's what each of you have joined. Each of you have basically been made a member of our national network of dispatchers, okay? And if you notice, our network does things a little bit different. We don't just contact carriers and say, hey, we have loads for you to run. What we do is we get those carriers to give us a profile of how they want to run. How much money do they need to run a load? Where do they like to run? How many miles do they want their loads in the runs to have? And when they give us that profile sheet, then we actually go out and we find the loads that they want. Okay? This is what makes us so successful. This is what makes our system work so well, because we're finding the actual loads that they want. So when we call them back with a load, there's very little chance of them saying, well, no, I don't want that load, because we're giving them exactly what they want. And that's how we are so successful with what we do. Now, and you all can go through this site on your own, but we're going to go over here to the area that shows where all of you all are listed. Now, if you're not on this site, if you're not listed on this site, you're going to be sending us, or you're going to be contacted this week by our interns. They're going to be requesting your profile information so that we can get you set up in our site and get you your toll-free numbers, get you your dedicated email address, and get you onto our roster of dispatch firms that are promoted, okay? So the interns will be in contact with you all this week, and they'll get all that set up for you all and have that ready for you all no later than Saturday for the Saturday live training, and you all have all that set up no later than Saturday, okay? All right, let's go into the back office area. Now, because all of you have passed your basic knowledge quiz, you all are going to have to go in to the back office area of the RBBStransport.com. You're going to click on where it says, well, I just clicked on where it says Dispatchers, Tools, and Resources. When you get to this area, you are going to have to create a username and password. Now, in doing your username is going to be your email address. And you're going to create your own password, so you're going to have your own unique login, because this is a secured area of the site. Only members of our platform and members of the National Dispatchers Network are allowed to access this back office site, because this is where your tools and resources are. Please, if you are coming into this area, okay, once you come on to the RBBStransport.com, okay, once you come on to this area and you go to log in, make sure that you use the email address that you signed up with, or the email address that you enrolled with, because the site is going to automatically cross-reference your enrollment email address with the one you use here. If it is not the same email address, it is not going to allow you access. Okay? It's going to send you out a notice letting you know that that email address does not match the one in the enrollment. It's not one that we have on file. And it's going to ask you to please provide the enrollment email address and your name for identity verification. So make sure that when you're setting up your back office logins, the email address you use to enroll, make sure that that is the email address that you're using to request your login for the back office site. Okay? And in case you all missed it, this is the email address for the back office site. I'm going to give it to you all again. Give me a second here, and I will forward it over to you all. I can get my to working here, my pointer. There we go. My pointer to working. Sorry about that. And here we go. All right, there we go. All right, that is the email address for, that is not the email address, that is the website address for the back office site, RBBStransport.com. So when you go there, click on where it says Dispatcher Tools and Resources, and then you will create your login, and once you get your login, it will allow you access. Now, once you get access, when you go into the back office area, this is what you're going to get to. I'm going to take you over to our back office area. You notice here in the back office area, there are certain things in here that, remember I told you all the things that we pay for, okay? We pay for and things that we provide. We provide you with all of your contracts and your agreements. So your carrier dispatch agreement and your broker carrier agreement, contract, we provide those for you. Now, you're only going to use that broker carrier contract if you are a bonded broker. If you do not have a bond, if you're not a broker, don't use this. Okay, that's not for you. That is only for those of you who have your bond already, who have your insurance, and who are active brokers. We do have some active brokers in our program. They come to us because they want to learn more about how to book freight. Believe it or not, but yes, we have a lot of active brokers who are in our program and taking our platform. So, but you only use this one if you are an active broker. Okay. All right. Now let's go through this real quick. This is your contracts. This is your dispatch agreement. Your dispatch agreement, when you need it, just go in the back office area, you click on it, and you pull it up. And it is going to be in Word format, and you can enable the editing so you can put in your information. It's already pre-formatted, as you can see here. And we're going to go over it here. This is already pre-formatted, so you're going to click the enable the editing button so you can go in and put in your information. In this dispatch agreement, notice it says here at the top it has dispatcher. That's where your name goes. Okay, so your name goes there at the top where it says dispatcher, right there. Your address goes here, either your name or your company name. Your address goes here. Your phone number goes here. Your email address goes here. Okay, down here in the shaded areas in the top portion of this is where your information goes. In the bottom portion of this, in the shaded area, the carrier information goes down there, and I'm going to go over this with you all. Notice here it says dispatch service agreement. This is the agreement you're going to send out to carriers that you are trying to get signed on with you so that you can go to work with them, so that you can find them loads. This is how you make money. Okay, so very important. You send this dispatch agreement out to the carriers that we show you how to contact, and we're going to show you how to contact 800 to 2,000 carriers every single day. Okay, we're going to show you how to do that. All right, but this is the agreement that you send them when you do contact them after you made your pitch and you want them to sign up with you. Okay, so this is what you're going to send them out to. It basically says here, okay, the carrier information goes there. The owner of and or driver of truck number, the carrier's truck number goes there. Of the carrier, a licensed motor carrier, their MC number goes here. The DOT number goes there, and or DOT number goes there. Hereby grants authorization to, your name goes there, or your company name goes there, to act as my agent for the sole purpose of searching for and booking shipments, processing all brokerage paperwork, and obtaining certificates of insurance as required in order to expedite shipments and dispatch via telephone, fax, or email for my truck. Unit number, their truck number goes there. License plate number, their license plate number goes there. In the state that they're operating out of goes there. All billing, invoices, and collections of revenue from customers, brokers, shippers, consignees, etc. are the sole responsibility of the carrier. If revenue for the shipment or shipments is uncollectible, your name goes in here. Okay? Your name goes there. Amounts, okay, will be held harmless, and no penalty or deduction of fees will be made. The carrier agrees to maintain all proper licenses and permits to conduct business as a motor carrier in the area of intended operation. Additionally, carrier agrees to maintain liability and cargo insurance at the amount set forth by the home state of the carrier. Your name goes here, okay? Will be held harmless in the event of any and all claims, okay? You have no liability. All liability is on the carrier. That's what's great about being dispatchers. You have no liability, okay? Okay, the carrier agrees to maintain an account with an internet load board service in the name of the carrier with your name or your company name goes here as the point of contact for dispatching purposes. Now, we put that in because we're going to show you all how to get access to more prominent and higher paying load boards. And we're going to show you how to get access to them and have your carriers to pay for them. So we're actually going to be showing you all in training how you access them. If you go to our last training video, we explained to you all how you can access those higher paying load boards like that and internet truck stop and things like that. So those are very expensive. We don't pay for those. The ones that we pay for are good load boards, they're decent load boards, but they don't cost $290 per month. Okay, so but we pay for 3 load boards, but they're not the kind that you pay the $290 per month for. If you want those kinds, we show you how to get access to them and using your carrier's DOT numbers and also getting the carriers to pay for them. In fact, if you have several carriers that you have under a dispatch agreement, you can have each one of those carriers paying you $40, $50 per month. At a certain point, you have enough carriers where you're not only paying for that load board, but you're paying for the load board and making money, okay, which is perfectly legal because you are a service provider and your job is to find loads for the carriers. And if you provide them better service, you need access to load boards that are paying higher loads fees, okay? Therefore, you can have your carriers to come on and say, hey, instead of you paying the $290 per month, I have all my carriers just pay $40 per month. And I pay for the load board. You all just pay $40 per month, which means you now have me on there getting access to loads that are paying a lot more, which is better for you because you make more money, and thus it helps me to find you more loads, put more money in your pocket, and you get access to these load boards, and you don't have to pay the whole $290 monthly fee. Okay? Now, but we show you that in training. This is not training, so we're not going to get too much into that. But I'm letting you all know that that's why that clause is in there. Okay? Now, furthermore, the fee for dispatch services will be 10% of the gross revenue of each shipment with no minimum charge. Now, that 10% fee is split between you all and us. Okay? So when you sign up with a carrier, and you start booking loads for those carriers, find loads for those carriers, that 10%, you get half that, we get half that. So you're getting 5% of the load fee, we're getting 5% of the load fee. This is how you pay for our services. Okay, we don't have you to take anything out of your pocket. We only make money when you make money. Okay, let me explain that. We only make money when you make money. Hence is why our program is so much more attractive than the other programs out there where you pay them $1,200 to $5,000 and all they send you is an ebook course for you to study, and then you pass it, you get a certificate, and all you got is your certificate and your receipt. They don't show you how to make money. They show you how to buy a course. Okay, we show you how to make money. Why? Because we need you to start making money. Because if you're not making money, all this stuff that we're paying for, we're just doing it out of the goodness of our heart until you start making money. And I assure you, we are not in the charity business. Okay? I can assure you that. We're not in the charity business. So we want you to start making money. So our agenda is quite different from the other course providers out there, because we don't provide a course. We provide a service, a consulting service, to show you how to get out there and make money and start making money as soon as possible. So that's what we need you to do. Okay? All right. Now, it goes on to say, as loads are picked up, an amount equal to the above stated percentage will be payable to your name goes there, and your company or your company name goes there. Do not put payable to RBBS, because it's not payable to us. It's payable to you. We do the billing and the invoicing for you, but that money is payable to you, okay, because that is your carrier. That is your client. It's not RBBS's client. You did not hire us to build our business. Our business is set, okay? We know how to run our business. We make money in our business. We have our own loads. We book loads every day. You hire us to show you all how to build your network, how to build your carrier list, how to build your load list, how to find and book freight, okay, how to make money in this industry. That's why you hired us, okay, and that's what we're here to do. So your name goes here because that money is payable to you. Now, it does state here that payments are to be conveniently paid with any debit or credit card via text or email invoice app, okay, processed by the RBBS LLC invoice processor. As I said before, the payment is to you all. We collect that payment for you through our invoices. So we are the company that actually invoices them and sends them that invoice through an email or text message app. That is the only way we accept payment. So they know this going in, that they cannot cut us a check and mail us a check. So the old check is in the mail routine don't work with us, because that's not how we do it. Okay? When we send them the invoice, all they've got to do is click on it, put in their credit card number or their debit card number, and they send us a payment right from that credit card, right from that debit card, either by clicking on that text message or clicking on that email. And that money goes directly into our Square Cash account, and then we turn around and we send you a Square Cash payment through that same app. Your half goes out to you as soon as it comes into our account. Then your half goes out to you via that same Square Cash app. If you do not have the Square Cash app, I suggest you download it. It is in everybody's app store. Okay, just go in and look for Square Cash or Cash Me, and it pulls it up. Okay, takes about 20 seconds to download. If you do not download it, when you receive your first cash payment, it will give you instructions on how to download it. Okay, takes about 30 seconds. Once you download it, all you got to do is attach your bank account to it and deposit those funds into your bank account every single time. I advise you all to get Square Cash because it is the easiest way to accept and send money over the internet. The easiest way. You can send money by text, you can receive money by text, and you can deposit right into your bank account. If you do not have a bank account, and I'm not talking about a debit card account, if you do not have a bank account, just go out and get yourself a bank account. Trust me, it's a lot easier. Because a lot of these debit cards account, it will not accept. But just go out and get yourself a bank account, attach that account to your Square Cash app. That way you can then receive money, send money, you can take credit card payments, whole 9 yards right from your phone, and they'll send you all the stuff you need to do that. And it won't charge you anything. And they'll charge you a percentage of the amount if you're taking credit card payments. They won't charge you anything if we're sending money to you. So, and they also send you your little swipe thing where you can swipe cards and stuff like that too, and they send that to you free of charge as well. All right. The rest of this here goes on to say, please provide your email, your SMS, phone, text number here. That is the carrier's cell phone number goes there, not yours. The carrier's cell phone number goes there. So that's how we're going to send them the invoice. It also says your email address. The carrier's email address goes there, not yours. So we send them out that invoice, and that's how they receive the invoice. Okay? So the carrier's phone number, the cell phone number, and their email address goes here. Okay? It also says either party has the right to end this agreement without cause at any time within 7 days' notice by written request. Upon cancellation, any unused funds remaining in the deposit amount will be refunded to the carrier within 2 business days without penalty. Now, the reason why we give 7 days is because you may have some outstanding invoices that you've already booked loads for them. Those loads may have not been paid on yet. So we say they have to give you 7 days notice. That's so those loads that you have already found for them and they've already ran and they haven't received payment on those yet, it gives time for those loads to clear and payment to be made so they can't come back and say, oh, no, we canceled, so we don't owe you that money. Okay? That's covered in this little clause here. This is a very short agreement, but you are well covered in this short agreement. Okay? By signing below, I fully understand the terms of this agreement. The carrier company goes there, the signature goes there, and the date goes here, and then down here, you print your name. I'm sorry, they print their name where it says right here. All right, so they print their name. Your name goes here, dispatcher. Print it right there. You put either your name or your company name. It's already predated, and your signature goes here. Okay? All right. Any questions on the dispatch agreement? Anybody got questions on the dispatch agreement? If you have a question, either unmute yourself, ask it, or type it into the little text thing, and I'll read it so everybody else can know what's being asked, and I'll try to answer. Any questions on the dispatch agreement, or is it self-explanatory? All right. No question on the dispatch agreement? Okay. Can everyone still hear me? Let's do a little mic check here real quick. Can everyone still hear me? All right, cool. All right, great. All right, so we know that the mic is still working. Everyone can still hear me. I wish I can get my pointer to work here the way I need it to work. All right, cool. Aaron Pittman said, can we accept electronic signatures? Yeah, we can. It doesn't matter how they sign it. I mean, they can go in, they can just type their name in, make it electronic signature. You can convert this. You can send this over to what's a thing called DocuSign. You can convert this to DocuSign and send it by DocuSign. You can send it by email, however you want to send it. As long as their name is on it, fine. They can download it, sign it, fill it out, take a picture of it, send it back to you if that's what they want to do too. Either way, as long as you got a copy of it and it's got your information on it, got the information on it, got their name on it, electronic signature or hand signature or however they want to sign it. All right? Cool. All right. Let's move on. Let's see here. Someone said, do we negotiate? Hold on here. Mr. Casey Swan says, do we negotiate if they want to be the point of contact on the load board? Okay, do you negotiate what? Talk to me. Unmute yourself real quick. Talk to me. Let's clarify that. Mr. Swan. Mr. Swan. Can you hear me? Maybe you can't unmute yourself here. Let me go ahead and unmute you myself here. If I can find you, Mr. Swan. Mr. Swan, Mr. Swan, Mr. Swan. Mr. Swan, I don't see you on here, but I know you're on here somewhere. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Swan, but if you can find a way to unmute yourself to elaborate on that, I'll be more than happy to try and answer for you. But in the meantime, let's move on. All right. The other carrier, the broker carrier contract. This is if you have a bond. Okay, if you have a bond, this is what you need to fill out. We're signing up a carrier, okay, because you are bonded, you have insurance, you have an authority, you have a DOT number, you have an MC number. So this calls for a little bit more in-depth type of contract, okay? Legally, you have to have all this stuff in your contract. So, and this is what you will have if you are a broker, if you have a bond already. For those of you who don't have a bond, don't worry about this. Okay, as you see here, you got some stuff in here where you put your provided by your broker's number, your docket number, your MC number. All that stuff has got to be part of it, and all this terminology that you see here has to be part of any contract you send over, because you are a bonded broker and you have more liability. Okay, so all this stuff has to be in there. So that's why this contract was a little bit more in depth. Okay, but it is properly formatted, and all you got to do is go in and just plug in your information. That's only if you are a bonded broker. All right? All right. Moving on down. Tools and resources. All right. How to find shippers. This is good stuff, right? All right. How to find shippers. Remember we told you all we gave y'all access to every shipper in the United States, and that's exactly what we mean. In order to get to the shippers, all you do is you come in here and you click where it says search shippers. When you click that button right there, it's going to take you over to the federal government SIC code site. Okay? The latest one. And it's already paid for, so you all don't have to worry about paying anything. It's giving you all the complete access to it. You don't have to log in. You don't have to do anything. When you click on this, it automatically logs you in. It automatically takes you to the area or where you need to search from. Okay? So, somebody got a question here real quick. I'm unmuted, but it's not working. Okay. All I can tell you, Mr. Swan, is get back with me on that privately, or save that question until Saturday, and we'll make sure we get to it and we handle it in depth doing training. But this is not training anyway, so we're just going over how you all can access stuff and how you get into stuff. All right, but this is how you access your area to get to your shippers. When you go in here, it should already be highlighted up where it says products and services. That's what you want to search for. You don't want to search by company name. You want to go where it says products and services. That should already be highlighted. In order to find what type of shipper you want, all you do is you go in there and you put in what you're looking for. It doesn't matter what you put in. If you put in dirt, if you put in table tennis, if you put in sugar, if you put in lumber, if you put in books, if you put in tires, if you put in corn, if you put in produce, if you put in apples, oranges, juice, milk, whatever you put in, it's going to pull up every shipper in the United States that ships that type of product. Let's go here by putting in sugar. Okay, if you put in sugar, click search. It's going to pull up all the SIC codes for different variations of sugar. Sugar substitute, sugar cube, sugar icing and powdered, sugar invert, sugar maple, sugar refined, graduate and yellow, sugar red. Whatever type of sugar it is, it pulls it up. And it tells you over here how many companies ship that type of sugar. Okay? And so you got thousands, tens, probably hundreds of thousands of companies that just ship sugar. And you got access to all of them. All you do is you click on the one you want. Let's go down here to sugar refined. Click on sugar refined, and it pulls up all those companies that ship that type of sugar. All you're going to do is you're going to click on one of these companies. When you click on one of them, guess what happens? It pulls up that company's name, their address, their business, what type of business they are, phone number, fax number, website, contact this company by email, okay? Gives you a company profile, tells you what type of products they ship, tells you right now this company is closed because of the time zone that they're in, tells you if they're open or closed or not. And it comes down here and gives you all the different types of sugar and what type of stuff that they produce and stuff that they ship out. Now, another very important thing that it has down here, it also has a tool that tells you what that company pays carriers to move that sugar from their location to anywhere in the United States. All you got to do is come down here. You click on one of these states. This company is in Florida, so let's click New Mexico and see what they charge to move sugar to New Mexico. To move sugar to New Mexico, they pay $80 per pallet. And for a partial dry van, they pay $1,050 for a partial dry van. Now, partial usually comes in, sometimes it's in half, and sometimes it's in 4 parts, which means quarters, 4 quarters. So if this is in 4 quarters, they're paying almost $4,000 to move sugar from where? Florida to New Mexico. That's a good little run, okay? But you're not going to find a better list, a better lead source or a better lead list than the one that we provide. So there's no reason for you all to go out and buy leads to Lowe's, to buy these leads to shippers that everyone else is buying. Everyone else is paying for their leads. You all don't have to pay for those leads. Okay, we don't want you all really paying for a whole lot of stuff anyway. So this is why we have done our research. We've done our background. We've gotten you all access to these type of things that you don't have to pay for. You have the best lead source out there. This lead source, this right here will give you access to 19 million plus shippers. That is every shipper in the United States. Every shipper that has a tax ID number is in here. That's what SIC codes are. SIC codes is how the federal government classifies and databases every company that pays taxes. Every company. If you have a tax ID number, you're in here. We're in there because we have tax ID numbers. Whatever you have, if you have a tax ID number, you're in there. And this area that we have access to gives access to all of the shippers. Okay? They have a tax ID number. So, real simple. Real simple. If you are looking to get access to shippers, remember, just go back to your back office area, go to Tools and Resources, click where it says Search Shippers, you click on it, pulls it right up. It's got to have it already highlighted. If you're looking for lumber, pull up lumber, you click lumber. It's going to pull up lumber. And it's going to pull up all the lumber, all the different types of lumber. Okay? Millions of different types of lumber. You click on one of them. Here again, pulls up all the lumber companies. You just find one, you click on it. Here again, what does it give you? Same thing. Address, company information, phone number, fax number, website address, how to contact that company, and all the types of lumber that they ship, and what they pay to move lumber from their location in the United States. This company, if you want to move lumber for this company, which is in South Carolina to Nevada, they pay $95 a box, $120 a pallet. For a 53-foot dry-van truckload, they pay $2,550, and for a 48-foot to 53-foot flatbed, they pay $2,450. There you go. Okay? So, all you all got to do is call up these companies, say, hey, my name is such and such, and I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and I want to see if I can help you all to move at least 25 to 35% more of your lumber every morning. We have access to thousands of carriers who are qualified and insured to move your type of freight, and I'm positive that I can help you all move more freight every day. See how easy that is? Now, you make that pitch. You call up, 100, 200 of these companies each day and make that pitch right there? It's a numbers game. Some you're going to get, some you're not. But you have access to them. You have a good pitch. Okay? That's all this is. Okay? So we give you everything you need, then all you got to do is just go do the work. And in training, we'll show you how to do that. We'll tell you what to say. We'll show you how to call them up. We'll tell you how to talk to them, how your voice should sound, things like that. That's what we do. We train you all on how to become good salespeople. So when you make your pitches, you're very convincing, and it's hard for people to say no to you. Okay? All right. So, but that's how you find your shippers. Now, if you want to find brokers, same thing. Because remember, you are a dispatcher. As a dispatcher, you can get loads from brokers. You can get loads from shippers. You can get loads from load boards. Hell, you can get loads out the garbage can if you can find them there. Because as a dispatcher, you can get loads from anywhere. That's what I love about being a dispatcher. You can get loads from anywhere. Now, as a broker, you can't do that. If you are a broker and you have a bond, you can only get loads from one source. That is shippers you have under contract. You can't go to load boards and grab loads. Because 90% of all the loads on load boards are put there by the brokers. Okay? You can't work with other brokers. That's double broker. It's against the law. Against the rules. Your bond gets revoked. Kicked out the business, for doing that. Okay? So, as a broker, you can only get loads from where? Shippers that you have in a contract. As a dispatcher, you can get loads from anywhere you can find them. All right? So, as a dispatcher, you can contact other brokers. And we're showing you here how you contact other brokers. You go in here, you go in the back office area, click where it says search brokers. Okay? You click search brokers, and guess what it pulls up? All the brokers. They're already there. You just click on one of them. Takes you to that broker, you call them up. Same thing like you did with shippers. You call up that broker and say, hey, Mr. Broker, my name is such. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers, and we are part of a national dispatcher network. We have about 120 dispatchers strong across the United States. And guess what? We have contact with thousands of carriers who are insured and able to run that type of freight that you have. And it doesn't cost you anything because I'm a dispatcher, and I'm paid by the carriers. So if you want to move more freight, you want to book more of your loads, and want me to help you make more money, I can do it for you, and it won't cost you a dime. See how easy that is? All you got to do is just send me over your load list every morning, and I'll make sure I put it out on our network and see if we can get at least 25 to 35% more of your freight booked every morning. How's that sound to you? That's how simple this is, people. Very simple. We provide you with all the access. All you got to do is make the phone calls and do the work. Okay, that's all you got to do. Make the phone calls, do the work. It don't get any simpler than that. All right? Any questions on how to access and find shippers and brokers? Anybody? Any questions on that? Okay? All right, if you have no questions on that, let's go into what did you say to them. So a lot of you probably say, well, I know how to click on them and call them up, but what do I say to them when I get them on the phone? All right, well, we got a script for you. If you need the script, just click here where it says email script. Click the general freight script. Click on that, pull it up, and we've already got a script there for you. Now you can either read this script or you can copy and paste and email it to. You can go in there, find your shippers that you're looking for, right? Get down the email addresses, right? Then go in the email them the script. Copy and paste it. Send it to them. It's already laid out for you. You got a space down there for you to put in your contact information, you know who you are, your email address, and your phone number. If you want to read this to them, call them up and just read the script to them. Make sure you read over it at least 5 or 6 times so you pretty much know what it is, and you'll be able to feel comfortable with it so you don't sound like you're reading something to them. Because you don't want to call somebody up and sound like you're reading to them. They're going to see right through that. But we get into that during training. We'll show you how to get more comfortable, how to get in front of a mirror, pitch yourself in the mirror so you can see how you look when you're saying stuff. Because if you can see how you look when you're saying stuff, it makes you start to become more comfortable with how you see it. Believe me, that really works. Okay? All right, but there's your script. If you need a script. All right? We also have a script down here for auto haulers. So we're going to be getting into that later on this summer. We're going to be getting into showing you all how to do auto hauling. Don't ask me about it yet because we don't have access to the auto hauling website yet. We're still trying to work out iron out the details with them so that we can get access to centraldispatch.com. Okay, that's the auto hauler site where all the auto hauler stuff works on that site. But we're still trying to get access to it. But we have a script for it already, as you can see here. We do have a script for the auto hauler already put together for you. Okay, you might want to go to it, kind of look over it, and just familiarize yourself with it. And there it is. You notice the auto hauler script has pretty pictures in it because you'll be dealing with a lot because you'll be pitching car dealers. And car dealers are not real big on their reading. They like the pretty pictures. Don't tell. Now, some of y'all might know some car dealers. Don't go back and tell us, man, that man downplaying car dealers. Well, I can do that because I used to be one. Okay? But, you know, it has some pretty pictures, and the pictures kind of pretty much tell a story. So, but you can copy and paste this and send it out to the car dealerships, or you can call them up and read this right off word for word verbatim if that's what you want to do. We also have one down here that you can print up and take it to them and print it up just like a flyer. It's in a PDF form. You can print it up like a flyer, take it out and hand deliver it to car dealerships along with your card and your information. Say, you know, I'm a dispatcher. You know, I have some auto haulers who can move your cars for you. You know, here's our little pamphlet. Kind of take a look at it. Give me a call and let me know what you think. Okay? So, but we have those scripts already made out for you. Everything's already there for you. All you got to do is go in, back office area, print them up, or copy and paste them, however you want to do it. All right? Didn't want to do that. Cancel that. Alrighty. Let's see here what's next. And what's next is we have load board access. Now, we pay for 3 load boards. Okay? We pay for 1, 2, 3 load board, and we pay for trucker's pad, and we pay for all freight connect. So we pay for 3 load boards that we pay for you all to access every month. All right. One of the load boards we pay for is 123 load board. Click on it. In the back office area has your username and password. Do not change our username and password. Let me repeat that. Do not change our username and password. We provide for you all the username and password so that you can go in and log in. Do not change it. Let me say that again. Do not change our username and password. All right? All right. So now you all don't have an excuse. You know. All right. Once you get into the back office area, once you get into the load board here, all you got to do is sign in. When you sign in, it's going to take you over to an area where you have your search areas for your load board. One of the first things you're going to do when you get to the load board, this is our system, okay? This is our system. I told you we were going to show you all how you contact 800 to 2,000 carriers every single day. This is how we do it. In this back office area, in this load board area, in the truck locator, okay, we provide you all with loads every day. Now, don't get me wrong. Those loads are not there for you all to make money off of, because those are not your loads. You all did not come on to our platform for us to provide you loads that we went out and got and to spoon feed you loads. You know, if you thought that that's how you're gonna make money, by taking loads that we've already went out and got, and we've already gotten signed up to gotten the shippers to send us loads, and you just gonna book those loads and make money that way, you are sadly mistaken. So that's not why you're here. You all came here to learn how to find and develop your own load list. You all came here to learn how to book your own loads, how to be independent, how to start your own dispatch firm, your own freight brokerage firm, or your own freight forwarding firm. You did not come here for us to spoon feed you our loads. These are not your loads. These are my loads. I work for these loads. Now I'm going to show you all how to get your own load. Now I'll allow y'all to use my loads as bait so that you can have access to carriers, so that you can go out and find them loads and make them part of your carrier list. I hope y'all understand that. Now if you do want to book some of these loads, you can, but I'm going to be honest with you. By the time you all get these loads, 90% of them are already gone. Okay? Now, if you want to ask me about that, call me and ask me about it later. But 90% of those loads are already gone. They're already spoken for. They're already committed to other brokers who have assets, who have trucks that can run those loads. Brokers like Warner. I know y'all thought Warner was just a trucking company. Warner is a broker. So is Snyder. So is Swift. Okay? So is all these other big quote-unquote trucking companies. They are brokers. They happen to have anywhere from 1,500 to 2,400 trucks. About half of their fleet is company drivers that they can just assign loads to and force dispatch them. So they call up these shippers and say, hey, I want all your loads leaving out of Alabama. I want all your loads leaving out of Florida. I want all your loads leaving out of Massachusetts. But all they're going to do is they're just going to assign those loads to their company drivers, and they're going to force dispatch them. Okay? Now, you all can, if you want to, have a chance to book some of those loads if you just go to, and we'll show you how to do that in training. When you go to the load board and you search for that same load, one of those brokers may still have a couple of those loads are still available, because they may not have a truck in that area where they grab that load from. So that load may still be on the load board, but under a different broker, and all you got to do is just dispatch it. Okay? But let's go into how you find your trucks. You're going to go in here, you're going to click where it says truck locator. When you click truck locator, you're going to notice that all of our loads are going to pull up that we give you access to as bait. Okay? Today we should have about 72 to 74 loads on here, I think, is what I sent in. That's what I sent in this morning. But it's going to pull up the loads in just a second. There we go. It says here we have 63 loads, all right? So we have 63 loads that are on here today. Okay? You notice all these loads that are on here, there's 63 loads. All you're going to do is you're going to click one of these loads. When you click one of these loads, here in Chapter, Alabama, you notice you have trucks that are surrounding that load within a 75-mile radius of that load. Okay? So, when you click on one of these trucks, it gives you that truck's phone number. All you do is you call that truck up and say, hey, how you doing? Hey, my name is such and such and such. I'm with the National Dispatch Network. Let me ask you a question. How much money do you need to run a load? Now, you notice I didn't say anything about the load that he was looking the load that we have close to him, because I'm not trying to book him on that load anyway. I'm trying to get him signed up to a dispatch agreement. So the first thing out your mouth is, how much money do you need to run a load? And he's either going to tell you, or he's going to say, well, what do you mean? Well, as I was saying to you before, we are a large dispatcher firm, and what we do is we find the loads that the carrier wants to run. If you tell me you want loads that's paying $2.25 per mile, those are the only loads that I'm going to look for. If you want loads that's staying out of the mountains, I'm only going to look for loads that keep you on the bottom half of the United States. If you want loads that's running 500 miles or more, those are the only type of loads that I'm going to look for. Okay? So you know that when I call you, I've got the kind of loads you want. Now, how does that work for you? Does that work for you? Now, chances are they're going to say, great, I like that, let's do it. Then you send them out your dispatch agreement. Okay? So great, I'm going to send you over my dispatch agreement. I need you to look over it, sign it, send it back to me, and I'll go buy you some loads. It's just that simple. Now, we'll get more into that during training, but this is how you access 800 to 1,000 to 2,000 trucks every day. Why? Because on here right now, you've got 63 loads. Each one of those loads, as you can see, has on average anywhere from 5 or 6 to 10 carriers that are surrounding those loads. As you can see, as we're clicking on them, you can see the carriers that are surrounding. If you're making a practice of calling each of those loads every day, you can't tell me you're not going to sign up at least 15 to 20 of them to a dispatch agreement. That's how easy it is. All right. Does anybody have any questions on how to access these loads in the 123 load board and how to access these trucks and call them and pitch them to get them to sign your dispatch agreement? Any questions on that? No one has any questions on that? All righty then. All righty. No questions on that. All right, let's go to your other load board. Now, your other load board is Trucker's Path. Let me see here. Click on Trucker's Path. There we go. When you get on Trucker's Path, now you notice in Trucker's Path, we don't have any loads in Trucker's Path. And the reason why we don't, and we purposely don't send loads over to Trucker's Path. The reason why we don't send loads over to Trucker's Path, because we want you all to learn how to pitch trucks without having loads, because it's not about the loads. Okay, that's why we don't send anything over the Trucker's Path. We want y'all to go in here and go right to where it says Truck Search. When you go to Truck Search, okay, when you go to Truck Search, once you go directly to Truck Search, and you notice here it has several types of trucks in here. You can put in what type of truck you're looking for. If you're looking for vans, just put in vans and it'll pull up all the dry vans. If you're looking for reefers, just put in reefers and it'll pull up all the reefer trucks. Okay? Now, as you can see here, all your reefer trucks, they're here in the area. All you got to do is just go through them and just call them up. You got the phone numbers there and make them the same pitch you made on 123 load board. And your goal is to get them signed up to a dispatch agreement, because once you get them up to a dispatch agreement, then you can then book them and start finding them loads. And this is how you make money. Okay? Any questions on that? No one has any questions on how to find the trucks and how to get them signed up to a dispatch agreement? All righty. All right. The next one is All Freight Connect. All Freight Connect. Now, they're a little bit difficult. They're out of Australia. And they operate out of Australia, but they book freight here in the United States. When logging on to them, you're going to go down here to the blue area where it says log in, become a member. Click the login area down there. And when you log in, you all have the username and password that you're going to type in. It takes a while for them to pull up. But once they pull up, you'll see what we're talking about. You're going to put in the email address here, and you're going to put in the entry password here. Remember, don't change it. Just put it in just the way it is provided to you all in the back area. All right? You're going to click the enter. It's going to take you directly over to where it says get loads. And this is where you search for your loads through them. When you go to them, you notice here you have your loads here. You can search for loads, put in what you're looking for. And then when you need the details on a load, you're going to click here, and it's going to pull up that load detail. And there it is. Pull up the load details and the carrier and and the broker you need to contact when you have those loads. Okay. Let's see here. Does somebody have a question? Nope, not yet. All right, but that's how you access the loads through All Freight Connect. All right. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? No one has any questions? All right. If you have no questions, then that's it. That's orientation. That's it. That's orientation. So, recap. You get access. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that quick. When will this recording be available?
Probably in a couple of hours.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. But that's pretty much it's orientation. Like I said before, orientation is very short, only about a half hour long. All we're doing is showing you all how to access your back office area and how to access your tools and resources and how they work. Training is on Saturday at 10:15 a.m. You all usually receive your invites for training on Friday morning or Friday afternoon. We try to send one out on Wednesdays, and then we send another one out on Friday. So the training is every Saturday at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, I want to thank you all for joining our platform. I look forward to seeing you all in training. If you have questions or anything, you need to contact us. You can always contact us via just give us a call. Oh, also, by the way, go to Facebook. I want everyone to go to Facebook. Okay, locate me on Facebook. Look for Calvin Butler and look for the profile picture of the RBBS. Okay, look at that profile picture, and you're gonna send me a message. That message is simply gonna state, "Add me to the chat group," so I can add you all to the chat group. Okay. Let's see. We have a question from Adrian. When will we be able to access all of this and get them to log in email? You should be able to access this tonight. If you go there and create your login and you send it in, then you should be able to access it as long as you use the proper login, use the proper email address. If you use the email address you registered with, you will get access to the back office site tonight. Okay? But make sure you go to Facebook. Have me to add you all to the chat group so that you all can be part of the chat group. And if you have any questions or anything, you can ask them on the chat group, or you can call me up at any time and ask me questions at 866-973-6445, extension 700, extension 2, or extension 1. Okay? But appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you all. Welcome to our platform. And we look forward to you all doing great things. And thanks again. Y'all have a good night.